Hello everybody, I'm Laurie. I'm the Thrifty Picker. Welcome to FlipSide. This is going to be a tutorial on how I'm going to turn this into a smaller box that I use for jewelry. So stay tuned. Okay, now that we've got that taken care of, you'll have to excuse, I have dogs. They tend to bark. Most of you know that, especially one in particular who, he's still a pup. So anyway, I save these bottoms of Christmas boxes. You can do it with tops and bottoms, depends on what you want. They're basically designed the same way. But anyway, I happened to be at the thrift shop a few months back and I found a whole bag of these and they'd never been used. Now, here's a little trick if you just want to make this a smaller box. And what you do is you would take this edge, and this is one of the things I start with anyway, and you fold it right up to this edge here, and you crease it. I use the same technique, I take it a little bit further when I make my smaller boxes. Okay, you unfold that, and you're going to turn it, and you're going to take this side to this edge. Okay, and what this does, it makes a box that you can use. I'm trying to get it. Well, come on now. Which, you've probably seen this on YouTube before. Okay, this isn't anything new. This is just one of the steps that I was already doing when I'm making smaller boxes. And then you can cut right here on both sides, and then you can, when you get that cut, it'll have a flap, so when it folds up, it folds in. Which I only brought one of these, otherwise I would show you how to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these folds and use them for something else. So that's if I was going to make this into one clamshell box. Right now, I'm taking and I'm going to cut it because I'm going to make a smaller box. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this edge over to here, just like so. Okay, so I've done that. Okay, now what you want to do is you can still see this edge through this crease. So remember what we did before with the first part of the box. We're going to take this and we're going to roll that up to that edge just like that. I hope you can see it. I'm going to watch this after I do it to see if I get a good enough angle for y'all to see. I've been building custom boxes for a very, very, very long time. I worked in a company that was part of my job. We built custom pieces, so the boxes had to be customed as well. So, and a lot of times we had to figure that out on the fly. So, okay, once you get that, you can open it. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take this edge to this edge here. It's a little hard to work with, and it doesn't give you defined edges, but this works for me. And it's not a lot of cutting, just a lot of folding. Okay. And then you can fold that again to give it some more definition. So then you open it up. And wherever there's a crease, like right here, let me show you. You open it up, you got all these lines to work with. So you're going to want to cut it right here on this crease, and you want to go to that first fold right there. Same thing over here. Go to that first fold, turn it around, and do the same thing, which this is a little bit I'm gonna go to that first fold. And I gotta go get some tape, so. Okay, so now, and then you're gonna want to, hold on. You're gonna want to cut it on this fold right here, up to the first line, and flip it around, and cut. I'm trying to do this as easy as I can. I mean, I can do it with my eyes shut just about, because I've been doing it for so long. All right, so then when you get those, you fold that up. I fold this up, and usually what I'll do is I'll take this one and fold it back out of the way. Okay, just like that. You've created your box and you want to tape these. Okay, so now we're going to tape. Usually run a piece of tape there. Guys, we got the young puppy aggravating the old dog. She likes to play with him, but on her terms. So if you see what I'm doing there, taping it. Okay, then we're going to tape this one here. And you can see it taking shape there. So we have that all set. So then we got to take the top part and basically do the same thing. You want to fold your corners in. And as you can see, all I did was fold and cut. Doesn't take that long once you get the hang of it. And then usually what I'll do, I usually use this size here for my watches. And I'll put some tissue paper in there in the watch, and then you fold that over. A nice little box. Not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it serves a purpose. It gives it a little added protection. And I usually tape it shut. There you go. So, and then you can pretty much do the same thing with this one here. I can make 2 boxes out of this one if I wanted to. Or I can make a smaller one, just like that. Say I wanted to make a smaller, maybe for a necklace or something, I would take it and fold it just like so. Same concept. Crease it. And then I would take this over to that edge. It's a little bit rough work working with. Sometimes you get some that real thin. You can hear them in there wrestling. I apologize. But dogs will be dogs, you know. Not only are we all quarantined, but so are they, and we're quarantined together. Well, I'm not under quarantine, we're under shelter in place here in Ohio, so as is probably a lot of places throughout the United States right now. So hence I'm sorry if it's shaking. I might have to redo this again, but if it's too shaky. But same concept. Just going to be a little bit bigger box. Cut there. Cut to the first fold. Cut to the first fold. And cut to the first fold. Just like so. Fold up. Once you figure out, you know, the different folds and all that, you can make pretty much any size box. You can do this with any size bottom lid, top lid, whichever. Nope, I forgot to cut over here. Cut to the first fold. digging in my blankets. I don't know which one of them is doing it, but one of them digging in the couch, digging the blankets. Probably to make a softer spot to lay. Who knows? It's hard to tell with these yahoos. Alright, I'm going to fold this back out of the way. Give it another crease and then fold these two forward. Of course, the boxes I made in manufacturing were way bigger than this. We had to build the boxes, and then we had to build crates a lot of times around those boxes because we made custom marker boards. And some of the biggest ones were the sliding panel marker boards that you see on TV and stuff now, where it's like what, 18 feet long, and it's got 3 different panels to it that slide, you know, back, you know, one slides this way, or you can slide this one. You got one that's 18 feet long like that. Those were fun. There we go. And you have that size box. You put a little necklace in there. You can put whatever you want in there. But that's just a basic box form out of a top or bottom lid. I saved, like I said, I saved the bottoms of the Christmas boxes that we get. You can do it with the top and use the festive coloring for, you know, if you're shipping stuff out during the holidays. Same goes with baby shower box. Anything like that you can make boxes out of and use them for whatever occasion. But you can pretty much fit it, a lot of stuff in there. Make little candy boxes or whatever. It doesn't have to be just for reselling. So, but that's how I do it. And like I said, it adds a little bit. It just makes it look nicer when you get it, when you get a box. So I think this just gives it, you know, a little extra added touch, added look, without having to go spend money on a bunch of boxes. Because I know I was going to buy jewelry boxes, and I thought, I'm stupid. Yeah, I got all those box bottoms over there we bought, or tops, whatever you want to call it. I will just make my own. So, but I do this at Christmas too. If I have small items that, you know, I don't need that big box, I'll just make my own box. You know, like a pair of socks or a couple pairs. You can roll socks up and put, you know, 3 or 4 pairs in there if you do it right, or lay them over. You know, it's just, same goes with here. It doesn't have to be just for jewelry. You can pretty much make it for anything that you want a small box for. There they are. This I would probably send the necklaces in, the big chunky necklaces. I usually send them in one this size. Or, you know, watches I'll send in this size. Or pendants I'll send in this size. And they don't weigh much. It's, you put this in a 6x9 poly bag afterwards. And it's probably 8 ounces at most. So they're going to ship first class. But there you go. Well, there you go. 2 boxes out of 1 piece of cardboard, or piece that was used for the bottom half of a gift box, basically. Yeah. Not too awful shabby. So that's my tutorial for the day. Maybe I'll do some more if I can think of some more things that that might help some of you. Could be newbies. It could help, seasoned resellers. Who knows? Got to find things to keep us busy besides just listing. Because it's going to get monotonous. But yeah, I thought maybe that might help some of you out if you have little Christmas boxes laying around, which, you know, some people have, store them, keep them for other things, and keep them down in their basement or in their closets or in their attic, to keep from having to go buy gift boxes. You can make your own. So I hope that helps some of you. If you have any questions or comments, and you know, want to ask maybe an idea for another tutorial, if I know if I can do it, I will. like I said, FlipSide isn't going to be just following, you know, flipping items from nothing to 1,000 or whatever. I figured FlipSide is going to be a series of different videos. It was originally going to be about just that, just flipping an item to 1,000. But I kind of like the idea of FlipSide itself being about reselling in general and the things that we do as resellers with our business. So hence the birth of FlipSide, hosted by yours truly. I'm Laurie. I'm the Thrifty Picker. Thanks for watching FlipSide, and I hope to see some thumbs up and some shares, and I will see you next time around. Sorry if my camera is shaking. This isn't the most stable television. Not the, okay. Not the most stable TV in the world. Get out there and get to picking. You never know what you're going to find. Pick it, flip it, and flip it. I'm going to edit that out. Blooper. That was just stupid. All right. Cut. Or no. I need one of those things.